はい、配信をご覧の皆様、こんばんにちは。ここはしぽんです。はい、そしたらですね、本日、エースコンバット0の配信をしていきたいと思います。今日はですね、ちょっと、いつもね、メインでやってる、ファイナルファンタジー14の方が、24時間免停に入っちゃってるんで、その関係でね、今日はね、こっちの方を進めていきたいと思います。
We discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon codenamed Excalibur.
前回ね、天からね、レーザーみたいなのを浴びせられるっていうね、ミッションをやったんですよね。
Your objective is to destroy Excalibur. But to do that, you must first neutralize the jamming facility and the anti-aircraft artillery. Considering the importance of your target to the enemy, I'm afraid there's no way to avoid casualties from enemy resistance. In light of this, we've called in reinforcements for this mission. Work together with them to achieve the mission objectives.
配置目標がもう第一目標だね。なんか変えたっけ？これか X29A。買えない。とりあえずね、もう F18 でこのね、爆弾をね、散布するやつが使いにくかったんですよね、前。これすごく使いにくいっていうか、どう使うんだろうって思って、ずっとこの対地ミサイルばっかり使ってるんですよね。どうしようかな。もう対地ミサイルでいこう。航空戦力がどれだけ出てくるかなんだよね。爆弾ってか対地武器ばっかり持ってるから。撃ってくるんじゃないよね。やっぱり撃ってくるんだ。マジか。どうすんの？ 待って、めっちゃ飛んでくるんだけど。どうすりゃいいの？もしかして機銃で破壊しろ？なるほど、機銃で破壊しろってことね。まためんどくさいミッションだな、これ。なんかバリバリ撃ってくるし、バリバリ撃ってくるし、こっちだったか。よいしょー。どこ？そこか。なんかね、バカスカ撃ってくるんだよね。よいしょー。ダメだ、外した。めっちゃバカスカ撃ってくるな。わ、これきつい。わ。ぼやぼやしてる場合じゃないね。 わ難しい。硬い。ふう。え、何ちょっと待ってちょっと待って。硬い。嘘。硬。こいつはきつい。オッケー。え、待って、こっち倒れる。うん。
All planes, job well done. PJ, don't get too excited and crash, buddy. Yeah!
Although we didn't discover any nuclear facilities,
毎回思うんだけど、やっぱりミッション中超えたあたりから難しくなる
this can be
ね。
considered a substantial victory for our side. Head Operations has recognized you as an indispensable component in this war and expresses their utmost gratitude and respect.
F15 シート数ホイ27ね。
Orders have come in for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belka and the Allied forces near the border, in the B-7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol of Belka's political, military, and industrial might. However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squadron. This mission may be our chance to finally end the Balkan War once and for all. I wish you luck.
.戦闘機ばっかやな。じゃあもう対空ミサイル一択でいいね。どうしようかな。高いな、ターミネーター。やっぱり買えないわ。貧乏人には買えない機体だ。フランカー。買えるけど 変えるけど、はい、ラビーさんこんばんはです。いらっしゃいませ。今日も今日とてファイナルファンタジー14のお休みなのでね、今日はエースコンバットの方をプレイしています。どうしようかな。変えることは変えるんだけど、ターミネーター、別にけど今のオネットでも特に不自由はしてないので、ちょっと見送りましょうか。ここはもう空対空ミサイルで卓だね。これね、猟奇変えれないのかなって思う。
Incoming message from Allied Forces HQ. 40% of Allied air forces are already lost. God, there's too many of them. We can't handle them all. Where are the reinforcements? Time to dive into the fireworks.
はいはい、増援お待たせ。
Aerial battle of this scope before.
やられてるじゃん味方。
Where's our support? All damaged aircraft return to base.
でドーンして
Still no reinforcements from base. If only they get here, we can put an end to this.
Okay.
Another plane's been shot down.
避けられた。
Nothing special. I'll take care of things. Our support's here. Who did they send us? IF methods confirmed it's gone. The reinforcement team is gone.
あ、間違えた。
The guy who pulled out Talberg's sword is here. Be careful.
どこだ？
We've still got to get the job done. I'll put that Usio mercenary in his place. Don't give up. It's not over yet.
オッケー。
You don't have what it takes to fly in the round table.
オッケー。
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage.
ターン&ブレイク。ターン&バーンして。
Wizard 1 here.
よいしょ。
Has broken formation. Take him out.
お、
Larry, can you read me?
容器も強いぞ。寄ってきてる。めちゃくちゃ来てる。めちゃくちゃ来てる。
Just as you thought. It's about time we got out of this dead-end job. Not just
お、
yet.
オッケー。
Woo-ha! Get a good eyeful of this flying. Let it sink in.
よいしょー。
Reinforcements still haven't arrived. What is our country doing? Nice work. The enemy threat level has dropped under 50%. Just a little more.
当たったー。 き当たったー。おー、やばい。危な。やばい、後ろに疲れてるな。速度が速すぎる。うわー、もたもたしてたら。オッケー。こっちか。間違えた。いつもマップ切り替えとオプションボタンを間違える。ウガンダ王国国王様、ヤッホーヤッホーです。眠いから目が覚めるような熱いドッグファイトを頼む。オッケー、任せて。こいつら全部落とす勢いで。ヘッドオンできん。やる。よし、まずは一気。2機。お、避けた。当たった。うわ、もらった。こっちももらった。オッケー。こいつか、しつこく撃ってくるのは。いた。なかなかきつい。まさかミサイル2発ももらうとは思わなかった。 意外に FA18 ホーネットが強いんだな。
The round table is finally topped.
国王様、いやー、いやー、激つい。
It won't be long now before we win this war.
エーススタイルがナイトに振り切ってる。まあ無抵抗な機体全部逃がしてましたからね。
My pulse raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand. Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Balkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching. I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Balkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view, to capture the voices of those who were there. Bernard Schmidt, a man with the eyes of an owl. Groom Team Commander, former member of the Balkan Air Force, 10th Air Division, 8th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Fighting with distinguished service on the battlefield, he earned the title of Ace with his uncanny ability to adapt quickly to the flow of battle.
音楽がおしゃれ。
I had a bad feeling while I was flying towards the round table. Why were they having problems down in 2 mercenaries? I figured it was just temporary chaos and it'd be over by the time I got there. Pilots of the Balkan Air Force are true professionals, but when I saw the situation, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought maybe my IFF was malfunctioning. There were still 2 enemies on the radar. Everyone else in my squadron had the same reaction. This is really happening. Every now and then, guys like that appear on a battlefield. Someone special, you know? I squinted my eyes and confirmed the situation. Checked the terrain, air currents, his plane, his maneuvers, and his remaining ammo. I figured I could do it. I knew what I was getting into, but he still outmaneuvered me beyond my expectation.
Gelb Team is number 2, former member of the Balkan Air Force, 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Rainer Altman. He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation, and he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky. I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to the next without receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons had already retreated, and warning bells were going off in the city. And the people were looking up to his plane, high above the sky. I couldn't see any emotion in his maneuvers. I didn't feel like I was fighting against a human being. I wanted to end that battle as quickly as possible.
Silber Team Commander, former member of the Balkan Air Force, 51st Air Division, 126th Tactical Fighter Squadron, Dietrich Kellerman. He was once the
さ
top
っき見たエンブレムだね、あ
and
れ。
fiery instructor at the Air Force Academy. In 1995, the Belgian Air Force sent him to the front lines to bolster troop morale.
He was good. From what I'd heard about him, I thought he was still just a young mercenary. But he matured since then. He still wasn't perfect, but I could see he had come a long way towards understanding the rules of combat. What's important on the battlefield is to let go of hate, to survive, and to adhere to the rules you've set for yourself. These are the rules I've taught my students. And when I saw him, I could tell my time was done. A new generation had inherited the sky. There was no more need for an old soldier like me.
Every time I flew with him, his skill stood out. He was unstoppable. He was cool-headed and proud. A combat professional. Demon Lord fit him perfectly. Maybe the man was blessed by the goddess of war. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him. More and more would show up to watch him go off on sortie. Mercenaries or maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
第11話ほら
The Belkan forces are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
「対地攻撃だけで油断するな」ってことは航空戦略も出てくるってことだよね。ただ買おうと思ってたターミネーターまでまだ2700足らないんだよね。どうしようかな。ホーネット以外売るもんないんだよね。どうしよう。2700だったら武器売ろうか。こうすればターミネーター買える。特殊兵装まで高い。これは対地爆弾まで買えないかもね。もうあれだね。対地爆弾を捨ててミサイルで当てていこうか。
Column 2 to all units. I've confirmed a burning city up ahead. That must mean the bombing started. Cover the Allied bombers. Eliminate all ground and aerial threats. Let's
これは狙っちゃいけないやつだね。
Remove Belka's ability to counterattack. Priority is placed on destruction over accuracy. Initiate bombing sequence. Drop them all. Turn it to ashes. That's not enough. Drop more bombs. I thought they were on a precision bombing mission. They're just tossing bombs all over the place. Our captain's been killed. The chain of command is disrupted. Locked on. AA guns destroyed.
超低空で攻撃してるのにやばい。危なかった。
Radar locked. Missile launched. Enemy armored vehicle destroyed.
どっかにサムがいる。
Attention Allied fighters. Our tank units advancing to Sector 2. But some Falcon
Sure.
planes are giving us trouble. Take down those planes for us. A tomahawk just hit the city. Are those guys serious? This is PJ. Something strange is going on down there. The number of burning areas just suddenly increased. Inform all units. This is an order from
黄色の目標が多すぎて一体逃してるな。どっかいた。あれだ。あとはなんか近づいてきてるね。ミグ31。まだ戦闘機がいるね。いた。ミッションアップデート。F35C。そんな距離で当たるわけないでしょう。やる。やる。離脱。オッケー。 RPG 撃ってくるやつなんよな。オッケー。次。ミス。2機に張り付かれてる、ずっと。お、なんかいる。ずっとなんかいる。ずっとなんかこいつか。さっきからずっと。よし。
Down all
ふ
Belgian
う。
fighters. Ignore the civilians. Our priority is withdrawing the troops out of the area. For fans in Block D, join up with this company from Block C. Don't leave anything behind for the Allied forces. Mission objective fulfilled. All units, return to base. Damn them all.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I...
海沿いに面したところって、これひょっとして後の4で出てくる
Pursued by Allied
Avanti
forces,
っていう
the
街。
Belgian forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffman. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories, before Belka had time to use them.
.これ機体の解放条件ってなんだろう。
There are still pockets of resistance holed up in the industrial city of Sudentor. Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back and are using the Baldreich Mountains as a final line of defense in an attempt to prevent our army from reaching northern Belka. For this mission, we would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
.敵戦力がわからない。国王様解放条件賄賂だ。賄賂でそもそも買うこの機体をね買っていくこと自体賄賂だと思うんだけど、っていうか高えよ武器。あともう対地系の武器しかない。高えよ。 賄賂でね、解放できたらね、言うことはないんだけどね。
DJ, don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
Crow team, do you read me? Head for Voltreich to take out any remnant forces the Balkans could have positioned out there. Gom 2, what's the problem? You're behind.
Don't worry, I'll catch up. This is PJ from Crow Team. Gom 2, is there a problem with your craft? No, I'm just sad.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ustio.
What?
Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace.
めちゃくちゃいる。
Crow team, head to intercept.
Crow 1, roger. Crow 2, moving to engage enemy. I'll stop them. This war would end if they blew everything up. We can't let them use those nukes.
Do whatever it takes to stop them. Prepare to engage enemy. 5 miles remaining. 4 miles remaining.
I see them. Enemy fighters with nukes.
This is Eagle Eye to Gom 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all.
よいしょ。おっちゃーココアさんはミサイルとか買わずに地上の上でクリアする縛りプレイしよう。いや、無理っす。無理。それは無理だ。
DJ, don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
これチェックポイントがないのがきつい。
Crow team, do you read me? Head for Voltreich to take out any remnant forces the Balkans could have positioned out there.
結構高高度にいたね、相手。
Gom 2, what's the problem? You're behind.
Don't worry, I'll catch up. This is PJ from Crow Team. Gom 2, is there a problem with your craft? No, I'm just sad.
高度2万フィート。
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ustio.
What?
Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace. Gom team, Crow team, head to intercept.
Crow 1, roger. Crow 2, moving to engage enemy. I'll stop them. This war would
上空から一気に行こうか。数減らさないと
We can't let them use those nukes.
乱戦になったら私突っ込んじゃうかもしれない。
To stop them. Prepare to engage enemy. 5 miles remaining. 4 miles remaining.
I see them. Enemy fighters with nukes.
This is Eagle Eye to Gom 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all.
後ろから行こう。
We must carry out our duty. No,
うん。
three planes are down, but this has no bearing on our plans. Crow 3 to AWACS. There are too many enemy crafts. Please identify the craft with the nuclear weapon.
You'll have to shoot all of them down. To all
次。
Warning. Change course immediately. Return to base or you'll get shot down. The enemies attacking each other? Eliminate anyone who intends to interfere. They're no longer our allies. Don't hesitate to shoot them down.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers.
This is perfect. Let's use it against them. Take them out while they're still confused.
次。
Stay airborne until we reach the destination point. Do they intend to wipe our homeland off the map? That's crazy. According to plan.
よし。OK。あと1機かな。
They'll end up destroying the entire country. All planes confirmed down. We did it. There's no impossible jobs for us mercenaries. Freedom and wheat, Falcons. What the?
んなんだい。なんだい。ミサイルアラート。んなんだいて、なんだ味方に攻撃されてる？っていうか何が起こってんのこれ。
This is where we go our separate ways. All enemy planes are
were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet, but multiple nuclear detonations have been verified within the Balkan border. It is also unclear whether or not Galm 2, who disappeared during the mission, is still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this point there's not much hope. Our communications network is still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.
June 6th, 1995. I was still in school at the time, but I'll never forget the images I saw on the news that day. The Balkans set off 7 nuclear explosions on their own soil. Maybe their old militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces invading their land, and declared to the world that the land
そう
to
だ
the
な、
north
物
was
語
the
全
holy
部
land
見
of
て、
Balkan. According
その
to
ね、
official records, more than
一連の
12,000
ね、
people
ストー
died.
リーが分かったら、セブンに帰った時に、
It was a grand
何か縛りプレイしよっか。
sacrifice that engulfed all. The only thing remaining was the desolate landscape.
何しようか。
How
皮
did
下
the
皮下
people of
爆弾、
Belka
皮下爆
feel
弾
about
オン
what
リー
they
で
saw?
当てていくとか、
And what
航
did
空
he
機に皮
think
下
of
爆
it
弾当てるとか。
when he looked down on it from the sky?
We have discovered remaining enemy troops gathered in the Yering mine area in northwest Belka. Numerous divisions of the Balkan army refuse to accept the change in government and are disobeying the command to disband. Your mission is to clear out the remaining Balkan troops, and if the reports are accurate, there are still plenty of them. The Higher Lark base, located in Osean territory, has been arranged for your refueling. If your tank is low, go there and they'll help you out. To compensate for the losses in Galm team, Crow team will be joining you. We're counting on your best performance yet.
「相棒が PJ になったね。今までピクシーだかピクサーだったか、そんな名前だった気がする。うわー、めんどくせえ。黄色の目標の周りに緑の目標が点在してる。まあ一個くらい誤爆ったところでってことはあるけど、待って、なんか変えなかったっけ？ストライクイーグル？ストライクフランカー。第一攻撃用のフランカーってことか。爆弾積まずに行こうか。 テイクオフ。
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck. Storm 1, this is PJ. I will now join you as Storm 2. I'll be flying under your command now. Give me orders at any time.
オッケ
It's an honor to fly as Comms number 2. And by the way, PJ stands for Patrick James. And I like to play polo. You know, the game with the horses. Maybe we should get going now.
A return line is located on the west side of the operation airspace. Pass over this line whenever you need repairs or supplies.
Too bad about Pixie. I guess we won't be flying the skies together anymore.
ー。一発外した。よ
Storm 1,
いしょ
missile launched.
次、こっちか。
Locked on.
Enemy aircraft spotted. Eye on forest.
お
We've got company.
サムから撃ってきた。
Has arrived.
Radar locked.
よいしょー。どっから？うわうわうわ。いっぱい飛んできてる。
Fox 2.
あれか。
Warning! The enemy's locked onto you!
よいしょ。
Locked on. Missed.
ミス？外した？よいしょ。
Missile launched.
こっちにもあるの？スコア2万点以上でクリア。
Radar lock. Launch. Launch.
どこ？第一目標があるはず。あった。
I should be able to fly like Calm 1 without any unnecessary maneuvers.
Radar lock.
できればサムあたりから破壊しときたいんだけどな。対空ミサイル撃ってくるから。
That's what they're here for.
Fox 2.
よいしょ。
AA artillery unit destroyed.
It shouldn't be that tough if there's only 2 of them.
Launch. Launch.
オッケー。
Transfer's complete up to number 6. The rest will be done soon.
オッケー。次は
There's nothing to worry about. Drop the position.
おっと危ない危ない危ない。
Missile. Missile launched.
次々。これ違うよね。この先だね。
Radar lock.
There's two of them. A team alone with towards your platoon. Are you sure there's only two? Confirmed.
Missile launched.
うわぁ、ロックオンしきれない。
So, Velka still has an organized platoon.
一旦離れてもう一回アプローチ。
Locked on. AA guns destroyed.
OK。
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage. Golem 1, Fox 2. Radar lock.
OK。
Launch. Launch.
ちょっともったいないことした。一発でよかったかもしんない。
No special weapons fire remaining.
Yeah! Cypher just bagged a bandit!
Fox 2.
I can't draw them in far enough to chase me.
Missile break.
OK。
The missile failed to connect.
Locked on.
こっちか。こっちにもある。あった。
Golem 1, Fox 2.
一旦補給に帰ろうか。これやばいかもしんない。弾数。よ
Radar lock.
いしょ。
Damn mercenaries! Haven't you learned enough? But you're not a real hero till you're dead.
帰りのダチンに壊して帰ろ
These guys are well trained. They're a well disciplined group.
Golem 1, Fox 2.
The ground forces look pretty busy down there.
う。どこどこ。よいしょ。
Radar lock.
やっぱりそこから飛んできたか。違う。あ、通り過ぎた。
Why would a place like that have such a large amount of armaments?
Golem 1, Fox 2. Locked on. Missile launched.
おっと。撃ってきてる。
Radar lock. target.
Go to, Fox 2!
よいしょ
ー。Locked on.
機銃じゃ当たらない。
The missile failed to connect!
ちょっと一旦帰ろう。いけないことはないっぽいけど辛い。というかね、遠くから破壊しとけばよかったなって。こっちじゃないのか。どっちあ、こっちなの方向音痴にも程がある。まあね、時速1000ノットで迷子になるような人ですから、私は。
GOM-1, you're close to the return line. Maintain your current heading to return to base and resupply.
Begin landing checks. You're cleared to land.
だいたいさ、南に機関ラインあると思うじゃん。
Altitude is too high. Push down. You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
もうそのままでいいね。だいたい最初に南から出てきたらさ、南は機関ラインだって一生思うじゃん。じゃあまあとりあえず残りの目標をチャカチャカっと果たしちゃおうか。 と4550ポイントね。
Locked on.
近い行こうか。
That is one huge facility. Have you released the warnings on the transport ship?
AA guns destroyed.
サム
The enemy threat level has dropped off even more.
Damn, counterattacks are difficult. Is a mobile armored up on the ship?
ち
Missile launched.
What's that huge hangar for? All planes have left the hangar.
これ
AA guns destroyed.
どこあったあれか。
Gom 1, missile launched.
ちょっとちゃんと録音して。
Radar lock.
はい、国王様、寝る、おやすみなさいです。また会いましょう。ベテオサーバーで、サーバーじゃない、データセンター。ちょっとね、私もね、お邪魔してみようかなと思います。
Approaching gun range.
Fox 2!
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
Yeah, Cypher just bagged a bandit!
Locked on. Fox 2.
よいしょ。外した。
Missed.
オッケー。次北だね。北って言ってもはい、国王様、また会おう。友よ。いや、本当にね、ちょっと離れ離れはしんどいですけど、バーオジーも行きますし、メテオサーバーもね、ちょっと気になるので、たまにね、お邪魔させてもらおうかなと。
This war should be over already. Why would they do this after all that's happened?
終わり。
All attack targets have been destroyed. Calm team, not bad for a couple of rookies.
Whew. All right.
The mission to clear out remaining Belkan resistance was a success. As to the intended purpose for using the giant hangar described in the report, rest assured that intelligence is looking into the matter. We've received a report that remaining Belkan troops are converging on Belka's northeast coast of Anfang. The enemy is deploying land, sea, and airstrike teams. These troops refuse to accept the Belkan interim government's official capitulation and are adamantly resisting. In light of the current political situation, this mission will be a top-secret operation carried out entirely by mercenaries. The mission will be called Operation Bloom and will be divided into 3 separate areas.
また
The Mars
分
strike
岐
team will
だ。
attack enemy naval vessels and surface troops along the coast. The Mercury strike team will engage land units and enemy fighters that are using a tunnel as a makeshift airbase. The Jupiter strike team will be responsible for maintaining air superiority after the Mars and Mercury teams have completed their missions. This operation will begin at 1600, when the capitulation ceremony takes place in Lumen. Mars team will strike first, followed by Mercury and then Jupiter. Choose carefully which team you wish to join. That is all.
対地対空で行こう。対空の方がね、めんどくさくなくていい。もう分かりきったことするだけだからね、対空は。
Golf team, take out Belka's remnant forces assembled at the coastline. Lock on. We're broadcasting live from the signing ceremony here in Lumen. Senior officials from each nation have come here in hopes of a peaceful solution. Belka's military forces will be reduced, and tension with neighboring countries will come to an end. The agreement will be covered in detail at a later broadcast. You're doing fine, Golf Team. Keep it up, Cypher.
Call 1, it looks like this operation's gonna go like clockwork. This ought to end the war for good.
The plaza is surrounded by numerous Allied tanks, and the atmosphere is stirred.
超
Today's signatures will ratify an agreement which calls for the disarmament of Belka.
This battle should put an end to the war.
The ceasefire was agreed upon due in large part to the 7 nuclear attacks. According to our sources, the agreement also touches on the possession of nuclear
ど
armaments.
こだ
Today is a day of hope. A day in which tension between different
マ
countries
ジ
will be greatly
した
reduced.
うわっちょ危ない。
Stop attacking!
くそ
How would basic find this battle?
Approaching gun range. That's the kill.
Warning! The enemy's locked
う
on
ん
you!
Some bandits are flying through the tunnel. Stay alert.
Okay.
They'll be out at any second.
This is Golf 2. Something's wrong. There's too many to be remnant forces. We can't lose. Shoot them down!
Locked on.
オッケー
Bandit shut down.
いっぱいいる。
Radar locked.
わわわわわわ。
Allied bastards!
うん。
This is for everything. Shoot down the demon lord. The war's over! You're the one who can't stop fighting the war. Haven't they heard? We're on a ceasefire! There's no use in trying to talk sense into them.
おお、向かってきてたか。
What are they fighting for?
Bandits in gun range.
Stay in the air. No one will come for you if you get shot down.
オッケー。
Box 2. The Belkin remnant forces have been completely eliminated. Well done, Golem team.
Nevertheless, the great war that enveloped the eastern countries and cost the lives of so many has finally come to an end. This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over yet.
Thanks to your help, the operation was a success. The ceremony was also conducted without any trouble. The various governments will meet to discuss how to deal with the mercenary forces, in accordance with the war end agreement.
で、あの時離脱したあのピクシーはどうなったんだろう。いいえ、18G。
June 20th, 1995. A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided treaty that heavily favored Osea. The borders of the affected countries that fluxed greatly over the past years finally settled down at the cost of many human lives. The battlefield shifted to the tables, and the politicians from all countries squabbled with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this war. 6 months passed without any developments. 6 months of void. I focused on this time period for the hidden truth laid there. And I learned that my pursuit of him was not a mistake.
The top officers in the Belkan army have pulled a coup d'etat. Calling their organization a world with no boundaries, the forces bombed the city of Lumen, where the cessation of hostilities treaty was signed, using a giant gunship codenamed XBO. Your mission is to pursue the XBO and... Wait. We've just received an emergency transmission from the control tower. Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base. Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time. Get into the air immediately.
緊急事態？アンノーン。悠長にお買い物できないんだけどね、普通は。いえ、18G。ジャマー。要は電子戦を想定したホーネットってことね。 どうすればいいの？
Emergency launch! Hurry!
てかでかいのなんだ？ 飛び上がったよーい。
I equipped this plane myself. Bring it back in one piece. Ground zero. No signs of life.
Our base has suffered extensive damage. GOM team, we're counting on you. Warning, unknown craft on radar. Initiate operation.
どこ？
We have to go into battle.
あれ？でかっ。
Espada 1 to Espada 2. It's time to stop the Demon Lord. This is Espada 2. Roger. Lead the way. It's the one who destroyed our base.
GOM 1, GOM 2, commence the attack on XBO. XBO must be destroyed.
だだだだだだだ。
In a world with no boundaries.
Espada team, shoot down those Bustio flies. That Demon Lord has got to be quite an eyesore.
Wait, we're engaging friendly aircraft. These are Sapin fighters. Ustio, 6th Air Division to Sapin aircraft. Cease attack immediately.
お、早いぞ。
All right, I approve the fight against the Sapin forces.
オッケー。
Does he really think his pride is enough for victory? I must be slowing down. My natives are going crazy. Sorry, but I'm going back first. I'll be waiting at the usual spot.
くそ。ヘッドオンできん。やる。オッケー。
Espada
次でかいのを狙うか。
Locked on. XBO will be out of combat airspace in 20 miles. Move it.
Pressure is dropping on Bell 3. Shut down Block D. What's happening?
うそー、マジ狙ってくんのこいつ。
Gom 1, missile launch.
マジ
Warning! The enemy's
Down.
targeting you on radar.
いた。そう。
Too early for freeze mode. Radar lock.
よし。
All anti-air weapons on the upper half of XBO have been destroyed. Way to go. Missile hit.
ケイ。
Damn, he's closing in on everyone.
おる。
Get some attacks in around the XBO cockpit. That should mess up his steering.
マジソーダ V まで狙う
XBO has
の
been stripped of all defenses. Take her out, Gom team.
No, this can't be.
Box 2.
正面から狙えってこと？
Go on, inbound missile.
Radar lock.
ふう。
Shoot us down. The XBO's taking the death blow. It was Cypher. Cypher did it.
Nice work, Gom team. Operation complete.
Our death is not the end of everything. The rest is up to you.
ふう。
There's a coded message on the radio. Decrypting message. Yo, buddy, you still alive? Yes.
예, じゃあさっきのにピクシーが乗ってたってこと？
Thanks to you, the XBO has been shot down. However, our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack. The squadron that you engaged consisted of Sapin and Osean fighters. We're currently investigating the situation. Once we determine the location of the renegade organization, we will launch a counterinsurgency operation. We have confirmed that the aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel organization, A World with No Boundaries. This highly organized renegade army is comprised of soldiers from numerous countries, including Osea, Sapin, and of course Belka. They are believed to possess a massive arsenal of weapons. The coup forces are gathered at Mund, in northern Belka, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army. What's worse, we've discovered that this facility houses an experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location beneath the dam's waters. Proceed immediately to Avalon and destroy the V2 weapon. Note that B7R blocks your route from Belay Air Base to Mund. You will most likely encounter fierce resistance from the crew forces of both B-7R and Run. Remember to be prepared for attacks from land, air, or elsewhere when choosing which aircraft to pilot. This mission will succeed upon the destruction of the V2 of the target area and your safe return to base. Now go destroy that weapon and come back in one piece. Anything else is unacceptable.
うーん。敵戦力も何も明かされない。ラファールだっけ、さっきの。まだ解放されてない機体いっぱいあるね。これか。まだたくさん解放できてない機体あるな。
Your final sortie. All right, launch preparations complete. Your final sortie.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut. Maintain current course.
何が出てくるのか。
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R. There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it.
They have different ID signals in Velka. This is Wizard 1. The Demon Lord has entered the net. This is Wizard 5. Roger. Let's begin. Target acquired. There's 4 of them. They're approaching from the front. The Demon Lord has built himself up quite a name. Let's see if he can live up to it.
これはかわされるよね、普通に。
Can't you read your IFF? We're allies, not enemies. These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
オッケー、まずは1。
What are you doing? The war's ended long
よいし
ago.
ょ
units from Osea have joined the coup. You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them
OK、
down.
まずは2機。
What are you fighting for? This place is no longer a battlefield. The World War is being fought on a small
OK、
table in a meeting room. It's a discussion to decide the beginnings of a new era. Crashing greed is the
3
cause
機、
of all conflict.
4機。まだいる？
Captain, we can win this. Don't let him leave here alive. Fire
OK、
at the cockpit. I can just take him down. Victory is ours. Only
あれ？
It's not right. Stealth fighters are mixed in with them. I can see him well from here.
ステルス。
Damn, reconfirming position.
OK、
Then the demon lord of the round table must exit the stage. We will carry out the new creation of destruction through the power of righteousness.
OK、
What do you mean? Territories, peoples, authorities, all will be liberated. This is the new state. A world with no boundaries will create. Neither nations nor nationalities have meaning. We will erase these
レーダーに映らない。
orders. The world will change.
くそー。黒焦げ雲ひょっとしてあれ。
Have suffered considerable damage. Comm team, you're almost there.
We're the stars of the round table, and you'll be buried here, Demon Lord.
おお、ハイジーターン決めてくるな。
This sky belongs to Gaul.
Bandits down. Nice shooting.
He's not destroying anything unnecessarily.
やる。
The Demon Lord's just as good as they say.
早っ。なんだあれ。
Damn, where did it go? I can't see it.
OK、 まだいる？
The world with no boundaries will pen a new story.
まだいる？
All enemy planes are down. There has been no change in plans. Stay on course to target destination.
I'll follow Cypher to the end.
ふう。
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied Forces squadron approaching from a different route should be arriving at the rendezvous point any time now. It seems the coup force isn't playing around. Maintain your present course and rendezvous with the Allied squad.
ハンガーで蒸気の気体を購入できるんです。F16XL、YF23A。11時半。あと1ミッションで終わろうと思います。それで12時ですからね。とりあえずまあ12時には終わろうと思います。
I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's the only way we stand a chance at succeeding. If you destroy the V2 launch control facility, you should be able to stop the weapon from being fired. The V2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead. The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V2 launch. Hurry!
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. 1 mile to refueling craft. 500 yards to go. Yards to go.
よいしょ、この辺かな。
50 yards to go.
この辺。
GOM 1, maintain your current flight path.
オッケー。
You're pretty good, GOM 1.
低空侵
Blow to
入。
the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam.
This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead. It's the GOM team. We've been waiting for you. All of us will escort you to Avalon. Keep it low and steady, GOM team. We'll handle any fighters. You're not the only pros. Damn, careful.
You've passed the first bridge.
Our guys above are taking the heat. Don't let them down.
Hurry! Keep it cool.
My left wing's hit. Sorry. Sammy's ball pulling up.
かんやないかい。いたたたたたた。
Joker 4 disengaged. 9 planes left.
Missile off target.
Officer 7 here. I'm in here.
すごい47。
GOM 1, all hell's breaking loose above. Fly as low as possible to your target.
Damn, I'm low. Joker 3 tags. 8 planes left.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
いた。
Sam destroyed.
よいしょ。
Missile evaded.
You've
passed the second bridge.
いきなりダメージ受けた。
Locked on.
Gizmo 2, hang in there. It won't be long until GOM team takes out the V2.
もうこれは
Terminal 2 is down. 7
これは
planes
きつい
left.
ぞ。
Joker 2 also went down. 6
どっ
planes
か
left.
ら？
Damn, Finish 2's been hit too. 5 planes left.
I feel like I'm about to hurl.
Enemy fighters at 6 o'clock. No use, I can't shake them. Go on ahead.
これはきつい。
Sam destroyed. You passed the third bridge.
4, on point B.
Locked on.
Terminal 3 also went down. 4 planes left. Come on.
のミッションむずいぞ。マジ？ちょっと待って。マジ？ちょっと待って待って待って待って。こういうこと？待って、めっちゃむずいんだけど。めっちゃむずいんだけどこれ。くそ。どっから入るの？どっから入るのこれ。こっからまた裏返って入るの？いたたたたたた。どっから入るの？どっから入るの？うわー、怖っ。きつい。余計なものを破壊してられないぞこれ。どっから入る？どっから入る？あ、そっからある。入り口がそっからある。とりあえず低速でこれはこんなのトンネルなんて目じゃないぞ。これはきつい。おお、一旦出てでたった でこの奥
Facilities have been damaged. I'm detaching a module section.
Locked on.
Box 2, box 2.
うわあこれはきつい。あれは当てれるわけないだろ
How much time do you need to finish phase 2? Hurry.
う。一旦出て
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. 5 minutes to V2 launch. Make all righteousness known to the world.
で
People insane?
オッケー。
Our facilities have suffered additional damage. We've lost the stabilizer and gyro systems.
オッケー待ってろ。破壊するから。この向こうのフロア、この向こうの部屋ね。当たったー。
All V2 control facilities have been destroyed.
うー
We stopped the V2 launch.
ふーオッケー
We're
やっ
confirming
た
the
ぜ
Cypher, PJ, stand by.
耐久ギリギリだったけどね。
I gotta call him back at the base. I'm gonna propose to her when I get back. I even bought flowers.
Warning, unknown target approaching at high speed.
Hurry, hurry. Ah! Dang it!
何があった？
So, have you found a reason to fight yet?
マクロスかよ。何今のマクロスじゃん。
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Com team, continue your mission. Engage.
うわ待って待って待って。おお
Stand by. We're analyzing
あ
the
ぶな。
situation.
なんだ今の。
Here goes the snow.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in
うわうわう
ASAP.
わこのなんだこいつ。
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
おっとっとっとっとっとっと。何そのビームサーベルみたいな。
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
何？
Can you see any borders from here? What is borders giving us? We're going to start over from scratch. That's what V2 is for.
なんだそれ。ちょっと待って、なんだそれ。 やばいやばいやばい。なんだなんだそりゃ。いた。やってくれる。おお、ちょっと待って、なんだそれ。おっとっと。よし、パター。はい、神楽坂アリスさん、こんばんは。お邪魔しますです。で、今日は一般日と過ごしますね。顔出しであんまり無理せず頑張ですよ。はい、ありがとうございます。こんばんはです。今日はね、もう2時までにしようかなと思ってるので、とりあえずね、このミッションで終わろうかな。何？ちょっと待って、外したよ。何？かわされる？これはどうなんだ？お、やる。この軌道で避ける。どうやってやったらいいんだこれ。なんだこれ、当たらないぞ。正面から？ 面から正面にどうやって回り込むんだこれ。
Now we find out who's number one.
V2 re-entry in 4 minutes.
これはなんだ。基準も当たらない。正面から絶対後ろしか向かないよねこいつ。こういうことか。なるほど。こういうことか。なるほど。
V2 re-entry in 3 minutes.
Looks like we've also got what it takes.
ハイ G ターン
Fire away.
やる。よし。撃墜。はい、アリスさん、エースコンバットシリーズは集中力切らしたらアウトなので、終わった後どっと疲れるかもですね。ではおやすみなさい。ありがとうございます。いや、今まさに撃墜しました。
Mission accomplished, Cypher. Come on, let's go back home. You wouldn't want to keep anyone waiting for you.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the carnage went on to organize a global arms reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves. Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories, and these men were also sealed away from history. Maybe this was one path to
これ
achieve
はエ
peace.
ンディング。
And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
War is something fought on the desk of politicians. As long as they win in the end, that's all that matters. But for us, it's a matter of survival. In order to survive, you need to analyze the situation in an instant. It's the same as living in a city. The rules of this little city apply just as well to that wide open sky. That guy had the same feel about him as this city.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
Hatred cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless deaths. I lost most of my students. They were all my children, my flesh and blood. I will never overcome that grief. I'll probably never teach anyone again, nor will I ever go up in the sky again. I've entrusted everything I know to a new generation. I'll just look on from here.
Marcela Vasquez, the Espada Team's number 2 and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the coup d'etat squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return to me. But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Joshua Bristow, former captain of the Ocean Air Defense Force, 8th Air Division, 32nd Tactical Fighter Squadron. His actions during the Balkan War are surrounded in mystery, and he is rumored to be one of the founders of a world with no boundaries. His whereabouts were unknown after the decisive Battle of Valdrike, but several years later he resurfaced as a leader of a terrorist organization. Today he is serving time in prison.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now. I'm actually rather fond of it. The darkness envelops me in a borderless world, a world with no boundaries. He was not the reason we were unable to change the world. No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change, as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change. Today's world has already changed from what it was back then.
Larry Falk, also known as Solo Wing Pixie. GALM Team's number 2 and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force.
美しい相棒だったやつか。
That's right. This man was his buddy and his enemy.
I should have died that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world, but that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy. Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table, a warrior who soared through the Balkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. Apart from that, nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really was. But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their faces. That, perhaps, may be my answer.
エンディングか、これで。恒例のトンネルはなかったね。もうね、4、5、7とね、トンネルだったんで、最後が。いや、まさか、まさか恒例行事がないとか。もう決まりの鉄板イベントだと思ってたんだけどね、トンネルが。さっきのやつがまあトンネルみたいなもんかもしれないね。いやー、まさかのエンディングだったね。エンディングまで行っちゃったね、12時までに。てかもう12時過ぎてますね。そうそう、この間ね、配信途切れちゃった時のバックアップの持ってたので、後で一旦そのアーカイブを消してバックアップを上げ直しますね。ナンバー1。織姫スルナフィオレスさん、クリアおめでとう、ありがとうございます。いや、まさか2日でクリアしてしまうとは思わなかったんですけど、まあけどね、いろいろこれ自分の行いによって分岐するらしいんで、ちょっとね3つとも見てみようかなと思いますね。今日は FF14 がメンテでできないので結構いろんな方が見に来てくれるありがたい限りです。本当にありがとうございます。てか音楽かっこいいね、これゼロ。 けどこれでね、エースコンバット4につながるらしいんですけど、ここからね、どうやってその4の相手国であるエルジア共和国でしたっけ、それにつながるのかがね、知りたかったんですよね、この物語で。ベルガ共和国からなんかエルジア共和国っていうのに変わるらしいんですよね。何があったんだって思ったんですけど、これは私のエーススタイルの経歴か。そう、最初の方はね、分かってなかったからね、黄色の目標もバンバン壊しちゃったんですよね。で、後でその黄色の目標を壊さなかったら、このナイトっていうエーススタイルに移るっていうのを知って、そっからほぼほぼ狙わずにクリアしていったんですよ。なるほど。 SP ニューゲームフリーミッション。FA22 ラプターですね、これは。あと残りの2つのスタイルを今度見てみよう。はい、それでは0時も過ぎましたし、エンディングを見れたので、今日の配信をここで終わっていこうと思います。はい、配信見に来てくださった方、ありがとうございます。またまた応援よろしくお願いいたします。チャンネル登録、高評価もぜひぜひお願いいたします。それではね、明日またね、ファイナルファンタジー14の方、メンテが終わったらログインしたいと思いますので、そちらの方の配信でね、またお会いいたしましょう。それでは、皆さん、お付き合いありがとうございました。これで配信を終わります。お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。